Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video, I'll be talking about staying young, staying healthy, and how to slow down the aging process. So I'm 33 years old, and I know a lot of people would think I'm younger. I got a couple of compliments, I guess you could say. People saying that I look like 22, 23, maybe. So how I did it was I was always very interested in just keeping my youth or my health. I was prioritizing my health a lot. And since I was really young, I remember when I was like 15 and I was asking some people in the store, a beauty store, and I was just asking for a male cream that I can put on my face, just because I just didn't know any better. But now I feel like it is important to start taking care of your body at very young age, because it's really hard to reverse aging, but it's easier to kind of slow down aging process. So ideally, you want to start taking care of your body before you start damaging it. All right. So, but if it's already like you've already kind of went through it without even thinking about it, you can still always try to just maintain what you have left, right? So even if you have some wrinkles, you have some bald hair, balding hair, receding hairline, or just wrinkles all over, it's fine. At least you can just start maintaining it or slowing down from going even further. So for me, it was just I was always about like, okay, how do I like take care of my body, right? So I used to take multivitamins every day, always, and I worked out every day. I discovered this later, as I mentioned in my previous videos, about sleeping well, working out every day, eating healthy, resting, meditating, and benefits of cold showers, things like that, releasing your stress levels and having higher testosterone, things like that would always help you and helped me a lot. Just slowing down my aging process. I am a little bit like, I've seen like little tiny signs of my aging as well, but it's very slow compared to a lot of Mongolians, or I'm Mongolian, so a lot of Mongolians around my age, I can see that they aged a lot faster. And I think a big reason is that because I just take care of my body a lot and I pay attention to my body a lot. And just these are the most important things I mentioned in my previous videos about just how important is sleep. Okay, so let me give you an example. For example, what I'm talking about sleep. So imagine a situation where you are drinking a whole night, crazy binge drinking night. Let's say it's a wedding, blah blah, and you drank like crazy until 5 in the morning, and you completely wasted. You had so much drink, and you go home, sleep. Let's say you have to work next day at like 8 in the morning or 10 in the morning. You went to sleep at 5, you slept 4 hours, maybe you just like woke up super hangover. This is the example, right? And you go to work, you look like shit, you feel like shit, and then let's say you barely survived the day and you got home, let's say at 6 p.m., and you're like just exhausted, you're going to sleep. But that day, let's say you looked like shit, right? You like obviously hangover, underslept, tired, and like looking like intoxicated, still probably have some alcohol in your blood, and just looking like shit, probably didn't even shower. Yeah, how would you, right? And look like shit. Let's say that, and then imagine 5 days later. Let's say 5 days from that day, you slept well, you ate well, you rested well, you worked maybe a little bit, and you just took easy for the remaining 5 days. You slept like 12 hours every day, you took shower, you did workouts, you ate healthy, you drank all the soups, all the multivitamins, everything you wanted. Like you took care of your body, you went to sauna and you had some massage, everything. 5 days later, you're gonna look amazing. I think, I hope, or like much better than you were looking that day, the hangover day. So you can see like this is kind of like the reverse aging in a sense. Let me explain. In this scenario, you see how like you kind of completely damaged your body, and then in short term, in 5 days, you can really reverse your aging, where you look like amazing again. Not amazing, but like back to normal. So you can do reverse aging, or like reverse the damage in a short term, but it's pretty much impossible, or very, very, very difficult to recover long term. You could probably do it in a month or 2 months. Let's say if you do like 2 months detox, which is kind of what I did, 1.5 months of detox where I didn't drink any caffeine, didn't drink any alcohol, and ate healthy, slept well. I've noticed like kind of like a reverse aging, where I kind of gained a lot more health, a lot more power, a lot of more energy, and a lot more muscle mass and drive, and I felt healthier. So you could use that. So the idea would be just to try to just eat healthy as much as you can, and that's the only way to kind of slow down the aging process. And I feel like this is one of the most important things. So also just I've seen a lot of people just work really hard, pretty much grind themselves to death, where they just work like extreme hours, like 18 hours every day nonstop, and they just don't give themselves enough rest, and they look horrible after 5 years or 10 years doing that. The burnout. So you should watch my previous videos, what I did about the burnout, about sleeping, and all the videos about eating healthy, all that stuff. So I'll link it at the end of this video. So also a lot of people would just kind of get addicted to caffeine, and then they would start taking it at afternoon or in the evening, which is horrible idea. You should try to take caffeine the latest afternoon, let's say, like 1 p.m. latest, and then before that you could take some caffeine, not too much, and don't go crazy partying. It's really hard to be healthy or try to recover your health, your body, from all this damage that you're giving yourself if you party every week, like every other day, drink crazy, sleep like 5 to 3 at night, in the morning. So that way you would just pretty much destroying your body. And you could maybe do it a little bit when you're super young, but overall you're gonna see that's like it's going to slowly damage your body, and you wouldn't see it immediately. That's what's tricky about it. Like you can only see it very, very, very gradually, like 0.1% every time you go out crazy night. 0.1 damage, 0.1 damage, 0.1% damage. And imagine you do that for 100 days. You started giving yourself really severe damage there, especially if it's every other day, you don't have time to recover. So I guess if you go crazy once a year, that's like you can recover, and it's not that big of a deal, I think. So let me just maybe briefly show you the examples of like people aging too fast. If you can see that people start losing hair, going bald, or if you see them having gray hair more than usual, more than their peers, have getting a lot of wrinkles, loose skin, less testosterone, less as a man, less drive, less muscle mass, uh, more fat, chubby, less sex drive, teeth are falling out, and the gum on the teeth is like receding or just getting smaller and smaller. That's when you know you're seeing someone who's aging fast, and you have to try to find out if you want to help them, or if you're aging fast, you should try to really find things to do, take care of your body, work out every day, meditate, eat healthy, take cold showers, try to improve your testosterone, and yeah, stretch, reduce your stress, hang out with good quality people, watch videos like these where we can have this community. Hopefully all of us, we can just learn together, inspire each other to get better at in life, and take care of our bodies and take care of our minds as well, because some people would just mentally burn themselves out as well, where they start overthinking, get into depression, or just start becoming, they think they start being a loser, they don't care about life, they just give up on life, and that's the worst thing as well. Just like physically you can start deteriorating, but you can also mentally start deteriorating, where you can almost start stop remembering things, or just having very low like thinking process, where you can maybe have problems with learning new languages, or maybe learning new topics, reading books, and concentration, things like that. So also another thing would be, I think, extreme weather conditions that impacts your aging as well. I believe, like, if you think of people living in Alaska, or people living in deserts, or people living in very dry climates or very high altitude places, those people age faster. I've noticed, like when I went to Mongolia, I've noticed it when I went to New Mexico, a lot of places like that, where I can see that people are just unhealthy, look unhealthy. The skin is very dry, they have more wrinkles, they get more sunburn, and also maybe they eat less healthy because you don't get really good nutrition. If you go to Alaska, for example, you can't really have a lot of veggies, healthy multivitamins. Sometimes you don't get enough sun exposure, so you can get into depression. But yeah, if you stay in those type of environments for a very long time, it's very unhealthy for you. But if you can stay there very short time, let's say 1 week, 2 weeks as a training exposure, or just very short time where you can train yourself, a couple hours with like super extreme cold exposure, an hour a day or something crazy like that, that's fine. I think super hot environment in like a sauna is good, but if you go like 40 years living in that environment, that's what I'm talking about, where you don't give yourself enough time to recover from it. I think that's when it's really bad for you. So try out, like I live in Los Angeles now, so I've seen a lot of people in Los Angeles live healthier, also drinking a lot of water, getting the moisture from the ocean, and being close to the nature, seeing palm trees relaxing you, I think, and also just going hike. You can see the landscape. It's important as well. So a lot of the times, environment can dictate. So it's important to change your environment once in a while as well. So this is what I've learned. There are a lot of books about slowing down aging. There's my favorite book was by David Sinclair, Lifespan. So that was a really good book. I really recommend reading that book if you want to get to know a little bit more details of slowing down aging as well. So this is it for this video. See you in the next video. Make sure you like the video, make sure you share it, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.